Hello, hello, hello. So today I'm going to make some crispy tofu, and I'm going to use this from the tofu company. I love the smoky one. It's so nice. It kind of reminds me of that smoky bacon flavor without obviously being smoky bacon. A bit of this just because it's low calorie and I don't have any oil in the gaff at the moment, so I thought this was kind of a close second. And corn flour, because from looking at TikTok and Google and all of those kinds of things, corn flour is the way to go. I just got this one in Tesco because it was the first one I found, the cheapest, and it was vegan. So I'm going to give that a wallop. And I'm just trying to make this today because I really like the tofu, but it's kind of rotten by itself texture wise. So I want to make it crispy, I want to make it low calorie, and I'm going to try and bake it in the air fryer. So what I'm going to do first is take it out of here, and I'm going to squash it then with some kitchen paper, get all the moisture out, slice it, then I'm going to douse it in a bit of this, and then I'm going to put some of this in here and give that a go. So let's see how we go. Okay, so I used my kitchen scissors. It's the best thing you'll ever get in the kitchen. And I sliced it, and I'm going to take it out now. These are so difficult to get out of the packet. I know it's to make it like airtight and all of that kind of stuff, but Jesus, holy God. It's so hard to get out of the packet. Okay, so we're going to squeeze out the moisture now. Okay, so this is it out. I have it a little bit drained. I'm just going to fold this over and absolutely squeeze. See how wet it's getting. So just keep kind of folding it over, and the tissue will get really wet, but give it a good, because you don't want to get really dry, because from what I've seen just from looking it up is if it's wet it will not go crispy with the corn flour. So just giving that a good jizz. Okay, now that that is fairly dry, and give it a good squeeze, you're just going to slice this into good kind of thick enough slices, like you're slicing a loaf of bread. So this is kind of the width that you're kind of aiming for, and you'll get about, I'd say, 7 or 8 slices. Okay, so I got 7 and they're fairly chunky. So the next thing is I'm going to douse it in a bit of this stuff. I'm not sure how this is going to work, just because I never have done it before. And then turn them over, and we'll get the other side just so it has a good coating, and then the corn flour will hopefully stick to that. This could actually be rotten by the end of it, so really hope not, since the tofu is actually kind of pricey. Okay, so I've given them all a good dosing, and we'll just let that soak in for a sec, and I'm going to pour out some corn flour into the lunchbox. Okay, so I don't know what I expected, but this is the corn flour. When you take it out, I don't know how much to use. I'm trying to do the little snip. And I'll pour out a little bit, and then if I need more, I'll just add a bit more. I don't know, I thought it would be kind of more grainy or something. Didn't realise it'd be so like, kind of has that icing sugar kind of look about it. Okay, right. So I would say that is about 2 teaspoons full sugar. Okay, everything's going everywhere right now. So that's just kind of roughly how much it is. Just give it a little shake so it breaks up a bit. And I'm going to just plop it in. Give it a good coating. Okay. So it's actually totally coated. Well, pretty much. And I'm going to do that with all of them then. So I'll show you what it's like when it's done. Alright? Okay, so this actually is fairly messy, it turns out. So you pick it up, and I'm just putting it in. The 2 tablespoons of it, roughly, was definitely loads. Like, it's not even all used. The lunchbox is good. It is a bit on the messy side, but I'll show you now. I'm just going to give it an extra sprinkle for the kind of little sections that you miss. I'll show you now what it. So this is what it looks like now before I put it into the oven. I don't know what temperature or whatever. I'm going to kind of wing that to what I would normally cook. the tofu one, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, one sec. Okay, so the stuff is gone in. It is messy. That was not all there. It's fucking going everywhere. So I think what I'm gonna do is 10 minutes on 195, roughly what I would cook it at anyway, and I'll see how it go on, see if it needs to be flipped halfway through. I'm just going to keep an eye on it, let you know. Okay, we have 4 minutes left on the clock, and this is what they look like. I'm going to actually flip them over and just so it gets more of an even cook. Feels crispier, but I don't know, have I overdone it with the corn flour because it's very powdery now. And this is burning my hand. I haven't done this well at all. Christ. Okay, right. I'll let you know in 4 minutes how we are. Okay, so this is it done. It's had about whatever minutes, can't remember, 10 or 11. At 195, I flipped it at 4 minutes. Definitely feels cooked and it feels crunchy, crispy, but I think I've overdoused it in the corn flour. You live and learn. But I'm going to let it cool down for a couple of minutes and then I will try and let you know. Okay, so what I actually ended up doing was getting more kitchen roll and just wrapping it in that and then just kind of dust off the excess, and I think that actually might work. I know it doesn't look great, but actually no, just to be fair, I'll go for the one that's coated. I'm gonna try that. It's actually not bad. Doesn't feel crispy or crunchy like I thought it would, but can't really taste the corn flour. Definitely has a different texture. Okay. I think if this is added into something, like what I'm actually using it for is adding it into my noodles and veg for my lunch tomorrow, which has soy sauce in it as well. So I think cut up smaller and then add it into that, I think will be good. So for me, for our first go, I think it's pretty good. I'm happy enough with that. I think it's going to take a bit of fine tuning. So I would give this one, for our first go, 3 out of 10 maybe. Not terrible, but not good either. It definitely needs to be added to something and it's going to need a bit of fine tuning, but it's on the right path.